shouting, mommy, stop. Oh, come and carry your sub. I say stop. Shouting, daddy, stop. I barely see daddy that shout. I have stopped shouting. No, I am controlling it. Do you want to know how I did it? Come with me, let me show you. Are you ready to stop shouting? Are you sure you want to stop vexing? All right. So it's me again. I'm back. Like I never left. It's good to see you again. Thank you for staying true with me. God bless you. So today we are going to be talking about shouting. How to stop yelling. How to stop shouting, how to stop yelling, you know, as a parent. I barely see that is a shout. Now only mom is that they say like a wounded, aggressive lion. So this year, 2021, I called myself and I called my children. But before calling my children, I called myself. Amaka, you have to stop shouting for some reasons. First of all, for your own health, for your own good, for your peace of mind. All very important. So if you want to stop shouting as a parent, the first thing first is this. I told my children, we are only going to be dealing with the issue, not the individual anymore. So we no longer deal with the individual. You this, you that. We deal with you broke up, you didn't wake up early, you broke the family value. We deal with it. That's the issue at hand. You, the individual, is not the issue. Your child is not the issue. So you deal with the issue. Secondly, I told myself that I'm going to be finding my triggers. It might actually not be the child's behavior that is your trigger. It might be something that annoyed you. It might be transferred aggression or something. You had issue or argument with your friend or with your husband or with your colleague at work. Now, coming back, your child now did what you said the child shouldn't do. What could be the trigger? That your child does not listen. It could be the child's behavior that is the trigger. What could be the trigger? Identify your trigger. What triggers that emotion to anger, to negativity, to shouting, to yelling? What triggers your emotion? Mommy, what prompts you to start like Madangagu? Like one of my sisters would say, Madangagu. So what triggers the Madangagu life in you? You understand? So what triggers your emotion? Number 3, I told myself, Amaka, learn the things within your control, how to manage and accept the things within my control, the things I can control. I cannot control the way my child behaves because I don't know what my child is about to do in the next 2 minutes. I cannot control, you cannot control the way your child behaves, as in your child's behavior to some extent. But you can control the way you manage that behavior, the way you manage what, as in you can control your reaction towards your child's behavior. Do you understand? So I now told myself, Amaka, you have to learn how to control, how to manage your reaction or my emotions towards my child's behavior. Then the 4th one is that, is it an age-appropriate behavior? Sometimes you see my children, they will make me late. Then I will yell, oh, we are meant to leave 7 a.m. I will now hear from 7:15. They make me 15 minutes late. I will hear from 15 minutes after 7 till another 15 minutes after 8. Is that not Iberibeism? 1 hour late. Who now is the trouble? Am I not the trouble? So I identified it. The 5th one, I told my children, this year, shouting for you is a choice. Beating you is a choice. But you see punishment, it is a must. Now I know that I can control shouting or beating you. But I know that one thing that is a must to come to agreement is punishment. I must punish you. Hey, punishment. You have to receive, you have to chop it. You must collect that sub, that punishment. So it now makes my children to see, we don't know what this woman is up to. Then the 6th one is, be calm. This morning, one of my child intentionally, she doesn't like taking quick hours. She broke the plate, the food, nampo. Normal me before, but me, I just stood up. Bring plastic plate. It's like the breakable plate. It's giving you tension on the hand. I put another quicker oat, put another coconut flakes. I say, chop it. You must eat. That's the most important thing. So, first thing first is that the child must understand. Then, have you actually taught your child that thing before? Do not punish a child or yell at a child for something you have never taught that child before. Have you taught that thing to your child before? Your child, as your child practice that thing over and remain consistent on it, then remember that before you yell, there should be room for mistake and room for correction. All these things are the things you need to identify. Then, if it's now like someone like that is a teenager, find out the influence the child is having. If the influence is not coming from the home, find out the negative influence that is either coming from the church or the mosque or the school. You know, find out the influence that is going on in your child's life. All these things are the things you need to find out before you begin to yell. And I know that the moment you find out all these things, you see that the reason for your shouting, there's no need for it. And there's no need for you to be. Then you now tell yourself, your health matters. If you shout and shout and shout one day and you slump and die, what will you tell your God? What will you tell your the child you gave me has killed me? No be the child kill you. Now you kill yourself. Oh. Now you kill yourself. Oh. Me, I don't want to die. Please help yourself even for your own health, so that you will not one day you will be looking for your... Please help yourself. Then, because this thing gets to the mind and the brain and the actions of our children, we do not want to raise our children the way we were raised. But do not get me wrong, I'm not saying don't shout, don't yell, but I'm saying do it with reason, with positive reason, that you would also explain to your child why this should be like this. Explain your reason for taking that action. Your children need to also be involved. What else should you know? I think this about it. Then count 1 to 100. Before you count 1 to 30, you'll be tired and you will calm down. Mommy, daddy, be calming down. No the quick vex. You know, fit you. You know, as a vine. No, as a vine. As a vine like that, I suppose they shout. I suppose they rant. I suppose they yell. No, you're supposed to yell. You're supposed to live soft lie. Live soft lie. Baby girl lie. You're going to lower your voice. Me, I'm learning it too. Me, my children no can go outside, begin to yell. Yeah, come here. Then the next thing they'll tell you, in my family, that's how we are. It is not how we are. We only conditioned our mind and we continue behaving like, no, we can actually take it. Ting is a soft walk. Mama, you can learn it. You can do it. So till I come your way next time, drop your own tips for me. See ya when I see ya. So I love you. Thank you for sticking with me. Don't forget to subscribe, call your neighbor, hit that notification bell.